Welcome back to another video, traders, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to Charting Trends for Tesla. I'm TJ. We got a great video for you today, but before we get into that, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one. Alright, let's take a look at the chart. Here's the chart for Tesla. We're on a 30-day, 30-minute chart, and I have added a couple things to my chart. So this top, we have a channel now instead of just a downtrend line. The downtrend, the original downtrend line is the top of this channel, and just after looking at the chart for a long while last night, I decided that we are sort of seeing this channel type structure here. So I added a bottom channel to make it into a channel. And as you can see, when we fall below the channel like we did here, there is significant downside and also a lot more volatility. When we get back up in here, which we don't always do, but there's usually a more steady downward, more predictable, less volatile, just a steady downward movement like we're seeing here as well. Just slowly, I mean, it's up and down, but still it's a little bit more consistent, working down the channel. When we fall out of the channel, we have the potential for big drops like we see in these places, and also big pops to get us back towards the channel. So this channel has some gravity, so we've added that. We've also added another support line here, and I've hesitated to do this just because we have so many, but the reason that there's so many is just because Tesla's range has been so large recently. I mean, we're covering all the way from almost 900 to 500 down here. It's 400, it's almost 400 points that we can see on a 30-day chart just because there's been so much movement. So it seems like my chart has a lot of lines on it, but that's just because Tesla has a big range in the short term, and so there are a lot of price levels. But anyway, what I added here was this price level here around 619. As you can see, that's where we bounced back here on February 23rd. We also kind of bounced and then eventually fell through and tested it from the bottom side here early in March. And again, after we fell to 539, we tested it coming up again early in March. And now recently, a couple of times we've bounced off this level, and now today flirting around this level again. So I'm just gonna let's just go to a 10-day, 10-minute chart now that we've talked about all that good stuff. So what are we seeing recently? We've been moving mostly within the channel. As you can see here, falling below the channel, there's a significant drop and a little bit of increase in volatility. Now here today, yesterday you could say, at the end of the day, we just barely broke through the bottom of the channel. So, and we've talked about this all week, below 669 is kind of the danger zone. We really need to be above the support to start having a positive outlook. Below this line, things are very scary, and especially below the bottom of the channel. So today, after a little bit of a pre-market pop and significant drop, we opened all the way down here below the support line and has struggled to get back into the channel, and it actually looks a little bit different on this chart than it did on the 30-minute chart that we were just looking at, as you can see here. So on this chart, we just barely broke back in at the end of the day. I think it looks a little bit better, makes a little bit more sense, but we're still struggling, it looks like, to even get back into our channel, which is not good. It's a downward moving channel. So what we need to do to be optimistic is get all the way back up to 669, and right now we're struggling just to get back within our downtrend channel here. So not great. And before we close out the video, I'm just going to talk about the major indexes very briefly. So SPY actually had a green day after a very sharp drop off the open, similar to Tesla, except their recovery was a little bit stronger. Tesla was green as well. It's just not in as good of a spot. So with SPY, we're at 390 right now. This is the all-time high, 398. So the market's still very strong, still very much in the range of all-time highs, and we actually fought back above this 389.90 support. So it's a healthier spot to be in after falling below yesterday. The NASDAQ not quite as strong. I think it was down a half a percentage point today, or not even. It was down half a point today. So almost flat, really, from yesterday's close. But it was a volatile, choppy, scary day, honestly. We almost fell below this support here at 309.77 and eventually recovered, just barely closing red on the day. And in contrast with Tesla, as we already talked about, was sort of a drop and fighting back in. So almost a nothing day, really, for Tesla. Certainly not what we hope to see after this kind of a drop. You really hope for a nice recovery like we saw here. Big drop, sort of fighting back, and then the next day, nice strong recovery. Whereas today it was just kind of almost treading water, just trying to fight back above. But it looks like in after hours we are just barely getting back into this channel here. So that's a little bit of good news. Tomorrow we got to see if we can at least hold the bottom of this downtrend. You know, it'd be great to see us come back up here and reclaim 669, but I think we're going to need some help from SPY and NASDAQ in order to do that. So right now we're still in a pretty scary spot until we get back above 669. Right now, yeah, we just want to see if we can get and hold above this channel, or at least, you know, if things go poorly, hold above this new 619 support line that we have here. So still very scary territory. It still looks like there could be more downside ahead, but we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like on the channel or on the video. It really helps out the channel with that YouTube algorithm. And if you like my analysis, subscribe. I do analysis for Tesla every single day, so come back tomorrow and see us again. And if you really like my analysis, check out my main channel, Charting Trends for Trading Options, where I look at different stocks every single day, not just Tesla. And please let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section, or if you have any questions, comment below. I read all the comments. And yeah, if you guys want to follow me on social media, those links are in the description as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.